I want to have a quick conversation with you about how to fix Amazon Relay performance. In other words, how to boost your Amazon Relay performance score. So here is an overview I want you to really pay attention to. So when we talk about Amazon Relay performance, we are speaking about your revenue as a delivery driver. We are speaking about your scalability. In other words, how can you go from making $100,000 a year to $1 million a year through the Relay program? So Relay carriers receive a performance score that basically determines when and how much work they can book, right? So there's a strong correlation here between revenue and your Relay score. And the performance actually also helps make sure Amazon loads are delivered safely and on time. And for Amazon is really strong when it comes to their logistics operation. They want to be the first. They want to be the first ahead of DHL, UPS, FedEx, and USPS. So a lot of folks think of Amazon as an e-commerce giant, but Amazon is also a logistics giant. So basically, how does Amazon use the Relay performance score? Let's have a clear conversation about that. The thing is that a job well done gives Relay carriers more opportunities to haul how they want. So you have flexibility. You can choose the type of load you have, the type of geography that you want to focus on, and also the timing. Do you want to work on the weekends? You want to work early in the morning? Do you want to work late at night? Amazon actually, the Relay will actually facilitate that for you. And Amazon uses a carrier's performance score to evaluate his or her eligibility for spot loads and contracts. Contracts, for example, are actually reserved for carriers with a B or above. I'll speak about what those letters mean later on. So top performers can also get early access to new bids and receive priority matching within post a truck. So that's kind of that really is important. And as I said a little earlier, there is a strong correlation between your Relay performance score and your revenue. So how does the Relay performance score really work? The thing is that to give Amazon's carriers a chance to improve, the Relay performance score reflects a Relay carrier's last 6 weeks of work. And so Amazon tracks 4 metrics: on time, acceptance, app usage, and disruption free. Okay, so when we speak about on time, this is the ratio of loads that arrive by the planned arrival time. In terms of acceptance, how often a carrier rejects tendered work. App usage, how well a company's drivers follow Relay's rules about using the mobile app to execute Amazon loads. And disruption free, how many interruptions were encountered during transit. One thing I want to say here is that basically a Relay carrier's performance score is only as good as his or her lowest performance metric, right? That way, what happens here is that Amazon is trying to make sure that they are contextualizing your performance. That way, a carrier can address their most problematic area. Carriers can also see performance at the domicile level to understand regional patterns and even the single load level, so they can coach drivers. And Relay carriers are empowered to improve their performance score all the time. So that's what we love with the Relay program, because you are given flexibility. So let's talk about how a performance score calculated. How is it calculated? One thing for sure, Amazon loves simplicity. Amazon loves scalability. Amazon loves efficiency. So a Relay performance score can range from 0% to 100%, which really corresponds to a grade F to A+. So F is actually like minus F is 0% and A+ is 100%. So here is what it takes to be a high-performing carrier. Basically, on-time performance. So Amazon actually expects drivers to arrive by the scheduled time at both the origin and destination. So geography plays an important role here. And Relay calculates a carrier's performance score based on the check-in timestamp at the site. So Amazon is just going to make sure that you are checking in at the right time. And if something happens along the way, stuff happens, this is life, carriers can actually let Relay know and dispute performance score impacts, because there will be an impact. The second thing is that you have acceptance. So Amazon wants reliable carriers to haul their cargo. So whether it's a contract or a spot work, if an Amazon load is booked, it's the relay carrier's responsibility to execute it. And a performance score can take a hit anytime a carrier rejects tendered work, including letting work expire. The closer a carrier rejects to pick up time, the higher the penalty. So that's something to really think about. So we actually recommend being selective when browsing for work on Amazon Relay so that as a carrier, you don't book work that you can't haul. However, if Amazon cancels tendered work, your performance score will not be impacted. When the decision comes from them, they're not going to penalize you for it. You have to think also about the app usage. So Amazon requires all loads to be executed using the Relay mobile app. This metric shows how well a driver follows that rule. So to minimize performance score issues, drivers should actually keep the app running and maintain location availability for the entire trip. And last, you also have disruption free. So that's an important element. Some disruptions can have downstream impacts on other Amazon loads or even Amazon shopping customers. So the disruptions they track are stationary trailers and loads without assigned drivers. Let me give you a few bonus tips here. How do you improve your Amazon Relay performance score this year? Well, one thing for sure. As a carrier, when you are onboarded to Relay, you have a dashboard to keep track of all Amazon Relay performance score updates, right? That's really across the board, and it's pretty standardized. What you want to do is that you can improve your performance score by looking for trains, taking training, and also visiting the FAQs section, the frequently asked questions section. It's really important to really think about it holistically. Let me break it down for you. When I speak about you looking for trains, as a relay carrier, you can see which loads are affecting your performance score and why. And that's what we love about Amazon. Amazon is giving you a lot of explanation, so you have a clear idea what's happening, what's working, and what's not working. That way, you can avoid certain mistakes and actually fix things ASAP. So, as a carrier, you can look for any trains that may be bringing your performance score down and actually correct it. And what about training? Taking training. Well, as an onboarded carrier, you can actually find detailed guidance on each metric in your in Amazon's learning library, and also you can visit the FAQ sections. So the support center within Amazon for onboarded carriers has common scenarios that affect performance scores. So all you have to do here is to really study the trains and also read all the things that are listed there. And also, as a carrier, you can also file a performance score dispute if you believe there is error in your metrics. I mean, Amazon will take a look at your dispute very, very seriously, and if there's something to correct, they will correct it. And the cool thing is they are really fast in terms of correcting errors. I mean, if the error came from them and you're able to do a good job at explaining why there is an error, they will be very quick. I mean, we've seen cases where they've fixed errors within 24 hours. 24 to 48 hours, they will fix the error and just make sure that they bring your score back up. So if your score, let's say, was C minus and you think it should be A minus, and you have documented all the reasons why you think so, and if Amazon agrees with you, they will fix the error and bring your score back to A minus within 24 hours. So as we talk about how to fix Amazon Relay performance, what is the evaluation here? So I want to quickly walk you through the pluses and minuses of the Amazon Relay program, because if you're thinking about fixing your score, why should you in the first place? What is there for you to win, right? For you to expect. Let's talk about the pros of Amazon Relay. So basically, when you sign up for Amazon Relay, you can be assured that you will enjoy benefits that other trucking options simply can't provide you with. You have an easy-to-use app. You have a fast payments. You have constant demand. You have no minimum load requirements, and you have in-app navigation. So when we speak about easy-to-use app, one significant benefit of Amazon Relay is the app. You can easily book your runs online and stay in constant contact with Amazon throughout. So when you pull into any facility, Amazon will know why you're there and point your trailer quickly because they already have all your information on file. This makes loading and unloading super simple. Another advantage that we love when it comes to dealing with Amazon Relay is that they offer one-day payouts every single week. Payment cycles will run from Sunday through Saturday. Every job that is completed before midnight Saturday will be paid the following Friday. So you don't have to wait for weeks or even battle back and forth to get paid for the entire job. All jobs are pre-listed with prices so that you know what you will be paid before you ever accept a job in the first place. You also have a constant demand, right? Because Amazon is a behemoth. So it's a very popular e-commerce company that is growing exponentially. So because of its size, Amazon always has tons of loads in need of transport. You'll never be waiting around for another job opportunity to pop up when you work for Amazon Relay. And you can rest assured that you will have a consistent income all the time. And there are no minimum load requirements. So that's important. One big drawback of doing work for most companies is that they require you to handle a minimum load amount every single month or week. With Amazon Relay, no minimums are required. You can run as few or as many loads as you would like per week. You truly can be at the helm of a flexible lifestyle when you drive for Amazon Relay. And what about in-app navigation? Well, the suite of Amazon Relay products offers a plethora of advantages for drivers and owner-operators alike. You can enjoy navigation from the moment you head towards your pickup destination until you pull into your final unloading destination. So that's kind of cool. The best part is that it is truck friendly, so you'll never have to worry about whether it's a route that you can legally be on. I want to talk to you about the cons of Amazon Relay. Amazon is a great tool is a great program to have, but there are some drawbacks that you need to be aware of. So as you're thinking about fixing your Relay performance score, just be aware that the program might not be for you overall. So you have a higher percentage of night runs, you have a more than average requirements, and you have average pay rates. Very important to think about that. So a higher percentage of night runs, so a large portion of Amazon loads are listed to be run at night. This can be less than desirable for those who don't like driving overnight. Like if you want to sleep, if you want to go back home and really tuck your children in bed every single night, Amazon Relay might not be for you. You also have more than average requirements. So when it comes to running loads for Amazon Relay, there are certain regulations that you must meet. And some of those requirements, such as various types of insurance coverages and limits, can be more than typical industry standards because Amazon really wants to put the bar a little higher. So that's something to really think about. Additionally, your performance will be constantly tracked, and you could lose your ability to run Amazon loads if your performance grade actually drops too low. Like I told you a little earlier, right? Everything starts from what? F minus all the way to A plus. So just make sure that you are actually consistent in terms of your performance. You also have average pay rates. So that's a bummer, but it is what it is. So when you compare Amazon with other larger companies such as Schneider or BJ, BJ Hunt, for instance, you will find that Amazon's pay rate is only average. In a trucker's market, it's likely that you can find jobs that pay a higher rate. The thing with Amazon is that you got work all the time. The work is not going to pay you it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight, but you have work all the time. You'll never be broke with the Relay program. If you are thinking about fixing Amazon Relay performance score, you have to really know how the program actually works. Okay, how does Amazon Relay work? Let's really talk about that. It's important to understand that basically you have to apply online. So that's for the newbies who are listening to me right now. So in order to start holding for Amazon Relay, you need to apply online to do so. Typically within 2 to 4 days of submitting your online application and verifying your insurance coverages, you'll be approved to work for Amazon Relay. Now, Amazon is really particular when it comes to verifying your insurance coverage. They want to make sure that you have the proper insurance because they want to make sure that you're covering their ass and they're covering your ass. It has to be, you have to mitigate risk. And once approved, you'll have access to the full Relay app. And after applying online, you want to access the app. So the Relay app allows you to see the Relay load board and select which jobs you want to take on. You want to schedule your jobs. You can schedule jobs weeks in advance if you would like to have a consistent work schedule. That's kind of cool. And what we love about the app is we love the fact that the app is really flexible in the sense that it will not only provide you with crucial information about your load, but also track your information so that your pickup facility is ready when you arrive. And then you just get paid, okay? Once you deliver your chosen load to its proper destination, you will receive payment the following Friday. And Amazon Relay doesn't pay for fuel, so it's really imperative that you take fuel cost into account when looking at the payout for the entire job. And the price for each load varies depending on a number of different factors. So if you are working full-time, for instance, if you opt for dealing with Amazon Relay on a full-time basis, you might be making anywhere from $62,000 to $75,000 a year. And if you work as an owner-operator team, basically Amazon Relay can be your perfect partner. Not only can you rely on a consistent paycheck, but you can be assured they'll always have jobs ready for you to book. So that's kind of cool in terms of flexibility. We love that a lot. And so as a trucking company, Amazon Relay can be a great addition to your run schedules to help fill the time that would otherwise be dead-headed. So in terms of eligibility, let's talk about how do you apply for real? How do you apply and how do you, because one thing for sure, when we speak about, because if your Amazon Relay performance score is too low, you might be kicked out of the program altogether, or you might have to, boost the score. So if you're kicked out, you might have to reapply for the Amazon Relay program. And so you want to download the Amazon Relay app. Everything starts with the app. I think you probably understand that as of now, that everything happens through the app. So you need to create your account. You need to submit your information. Very important. Okay. And you also got to take care of the insurance part. So when we speak about actually creating your account, pretty straightforward. Okay. So you create an account where you submit your information to Amazon. And during this process, you'll need to verify your email address before proceeding. You need to submit your information. So we are speaking about what? FMCSA, US dot and MC numbers, company details, equipment inventory, insurance, payment, and agreements. It's really necessary that you take your time and ensure that you are submitting accurate information, because what happens here is that any discrepancies in your application can actually prevent your fast approval, and you don't want that. Be mindful that your company name matches exactly what is registered in your state, and you only use your business account for direct deposit information. And you also have to think about the Amazon Relay mandatory requirements. So you have active FMCSA dot and MC numbers, authorized for property and for hire carrier entity type, and FMCSA safety rating of not rated, none, or satisfactory. In terms of insurance, this is an area where Amazon is really a particular. You have Amazon Relay requires you to have 5 different types of insurance coverage, each with its own minimum coverage limit. We'll put this on the screen because this is really critical. So there are five insurance types. So you have commercial general liability insurance, you have cargo insurance coverage, auto liability insurance, employer liability insurance, and workers' compensation insurance. So when we speak about a commercial general liability insurance, that's $1 million per occurrence and $2 million in the aggregate. Cargo insurance coverage, you have $100,000. Auto liability insurance, $1 million per occurrence with trailer replacement coverage of $50,000. For employer liability insurance, you have $100,000 per occurrence, and workers' compensation insurance. This is a must-have in all jurisdictions where you operate. Okay. Now, workers' compensation insurance may not be required in certain situations. Most commonly, in owner-operator scenarios where there are no employees of the business, workers' compensation coverage is not required. However, it's really important for you to know exactly what's really working for you. Okay. In terms of truck requirements for Amazon Relay, you are really you have trailers and you have tractors, so something to really think about. So here's our quota here. In today's conversation, I spoke to you about how to fix Amazon Relay performance score, and I give you the overview, the bonus tips, the evaluation, the tactics, the eligibility, and the quota. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.